Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on that link. It's Easter Sunday today, great day. We're gonna go out and fish a little bit and try to get on our first swim bait fish. This is something I've wanted to get into for a while, so I finally picked up some gear. And right now I have a soft body swim bait tied on. It's a Livetarget Trout style swim bait. And I have a couple more too that we're gonna throw that are kind of, from my research, kind of some staples that you probably should have in your arsenal. Then again too, this is the first time I'm really getting into it, so I don't really know as much as a lot of other people probably would. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you too what else we got. None of these have ever touched the water before, so this will be really interesting for the first time. So, still in the box, we have a little Jackal Gantrel Jr. in this bluegill color. I have a feeling this is gonna be definitely a good one to throw. We have a Sebille Magic Swimmer. We have your standard, right, River to Sea S-Waver 168. I have two of these Luckycraft. They're kind of like, I don't know, we're gonna have to see how they swim, but I think they're gonna be on top water. They're gonna kind of be like a wake bait, swim like a rat. But the cool thing is they have the flasher on the back, and then also too, if you wanted, you could put the fin on. And then we also have another soft body style from Weston. So really not a crazy arsenal or collection right now, but this is definitely a good place to start, at least in my opinion. I'm really excited to throw the Gantrel and the S-Waver. I have a feeling these are definitely going to be able to catch fish today. Right now, as I mentioned, we have this Livetarget Trout. That's already tied on, so we're going to go ahead and fish it. I have 7'9" heavy swim bait rod by Dobyns. It's a Dobyns Fury series, paired up with a Daiwa Lexa 300 with the wind grips. So, and 20-pound mono tied on. So that's pretty much the rig, and we're just going to be cycling all of these out until we catch a fish. Let's go ahead, let's get on them. I have a feeling that Gantrel might be the best bet right now. There's a bed right there. Oh, and there's the fish. I spooked the fish. Switch to the Gantrel. These fish are still on beds. Let's see what we can do to coax them. This has got to get some bites. Awesome, slow floating. So, look at that, guys. Beautiful, beautiful bait. Oh, I see another fish right there. They're probably pissed. I've seen people fish here like every day during the spawn. Okay. So interesting, I was out yesterday on the kayak, and this one lake had already spawned. And this lake, or pond right now, is not so much. Okay, this isn't working right here. If I had a worm or a lizard, oh my gosh, now I'm kicking myself. I should have just brought my whole tackle box. So we're back at pond number 2. You guys know this pond. This is Willow Hill Reservoir. And I think we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try to do some more swim bait fishing. I'm also gonna bring the spinning rod to go ahead and throw around some creature baits and some Texas rigged worms. Just play around. I don't really know what the fish are like in this pond, but from what I could tell, some of the eggs have hatched per the last pond that I was at, and some fish are still guarding their beds. So I assume a lot of them are going to be up shallow, but yeah, we're going to go out and we're just going to throw around whatever we got, and hopefully we'll be able to get on one. nice thing about it being Easter today is not many people are out and about. And fun fact about Nick is I actually come from a pretty big Greek family, and our Easter actually falls not on the traditional calendar, so it's always the biggest holiday in the church. Yeah, next week is when we're gonna go ahead and celebrate. So lots of lamb forthcoming in my life, which I'm really pumped about. But yeah, that's why I'm not really celebrating anything with the family today. Oh my God, first fish on the swim bait. Yeah, just caught one. Oh. Oh my gosh. That might be the biggest one I've caught out of this pond.
Yeah, that's the biggest one I've seen out of here.
First fish on the swim bait. Look at that. That is awesome. Oh my gosh.
Cool.
That is a mondo. .69. That is not bad. Here we go. Little 3.69 pounder. It's gone.
What do you usually use out here? Just that or something?
No, this is you know, I know that they stock this with trout.
Yeah.
And so I just figured, I was like, and I'm just starting to get into throwing these bigger baits, as it takes, obviously this is not a small setup, but I'll catch them on worms, just like plastic worms. And
Well, we got regular worms and plastic.
yeah, you guys will be fine.
Out here one?
So there we go, guys. Came out here, it took us a little bit of time. I think we've been fishing for close to like 3 hours, and finally got it done. First ever swim bait fish, and of course picked up the biggest fish I've caught in a long time, 3.69 pounds, 3.7 pounds on this guy. So I'm glad I had brought this guy out, just because as I mentioned before, when we got here, they stock this pond with trout every summer. I think they only do it like once a year. So when people were out here trout fishing, it was like shooting fish in a barrel. People were pulling out trout left and right. But I'm sure the forage for the bass, they probably loved that as well. And it's been a while since they've probably seen this, and I knew that this would probably be a juicy treat for them. So yeah, I'm glad we went ahead, we pulled this out. We also fished, we pretty much fished almost all of the swim baits except for the Weston that I showed you. We tried the Gantrel. I tried the River to Sea, the S-Way River, just for a little bit. And I think where I was fishing just wasn't the right application. I was fishing in a really deep spot, and obviously it stays higher up in the water column. So didn't continue with that, but I am excited to definitely use that down the line because the action on that is unreal. So anyways, God, it feels good to get on a fish. Happy Easter, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video.